Dion and I had the awesome opportunity to actually test drive a Model Y from Tesla. So this specific one is the performance version. So the performance version goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds, has a top speed of 145 miles per hour, and it has a range of 315 miles. So the Model Y has a nice, sleek, low-profile body design. It's really nice, and the door handles are very unique. They pop out and you can open them that way. So they're flush to the car. It's really nice design that they've added. The driving experience in the Tesla Model Y is very different from any other regular car. The cabin is nice and spacious. The seats are very comfortable and you can adjust them to however you'd like. So one thing that does take some time to get used to is this center console tablet that's in the Model Y. So this is the main control hub to control everything within the vehicle. So here you'll see your speed, the map, you can adjust your music, you can adjust the airflow coming throughout the cabin and everything. So everything is handled through this tablet. So at this point I had the Tesla set on sports mode, and as soon as the light turned green, I floored it. And when I tell you, it took off. It's unlike any other experience driving in another car that I've ever had. So the Tesla does have a lot of speed and kick to it as you're driving. And it came to a nice, smooth stop because of that regenerative braking that it has. The cabin was nice and quiet as well. So as we were driving and listening to our music, we could barely hear any of the outside noise coming in. And one thing I like about the Tesla Model Y is the little storage spaces that you have. So you can place your phone like out of sight. Any cords or anything that might be dangling, you can just place them in those little center consoles. The Model Y and the Model 3 have the same type of body design. The Model Y just has a larger body compared to the Model 3. But the interior is pretty similar. But one thing I will say about the Model Y is that there's more space. So if you have a large family, this would be a perfect purchase for you compared to the Model 3. So the nice thing about the Model Y is it has this little button that you can press to automatically open or close the trunk, which was pretty nice. The body design is really nice. It's nice and sleek compared to the Model 3, so it's pretty much the same. They're just little details that they've added. For instance, the glass roof. The glass roof does really add an extra level to the Model Y. So as you're driving, passengers can look up and stare outside the glass roof, which is pretty nice. Another subtle thing that we noticed while driving the Model Y is just how quiet it is. So whenever you don't have that background engine noise, it's just a really nice experience while driving. So you can listen to your music as loud as you want without having any interfering background noise, which is nice.
So I heard that if you push this thing down 2 times, like, that it will do autopilot.
Okay.
But I'm scared that what if I switch gears and we're gonna reverse or some shit?
Go ahead. It's about to do autopilot now.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Do a lane change.
No.
Do a lane change.
Oh, it makes me so nervous. Oh my God. I wish we had more time.
I know. Alright, so we just finished the test drive of the Model Y. Overall, the experience was nice. I will say that 15 minutes is not enough time, especially when making a large purchase like that. So it would have been nice if they gave us at least like 30 minutes each. So we actually had to switch off after 15 minutes. So I switched and Deanna drove. But it was a good experience. At first, I couldn't figure out how to do the autopilot, so that was a fail. But later on, once Deanna was driving, she figured out how to do it, but she was kind of scared.
I did it for like 10 seconds and I was like, no. And then I just grabbed the wheel. Like, so when you do autopilot, what you have to do is click the right, what is that thing called? The prindle.
Sure.
The gear, like the prindle.
The little signal
You gotta
thing.
push it. No, that's not that one.
I know, but I'm just saying it's similar.
It's the prindle. Okay. the PRNDL, the Prindle. Okay, you click the Prindle twice, like that, and then it automatically goes into autopilot.
Yeah.
And when you do that, the wheel stiffens up. So it's like you can't move it. Like Lauren said, it's so that when you go back to driving regular, you can't like just jerk it and mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it would have been better if I didn't have to take an exit in 0.8 miles because I would have switched lanes and let it go. But because I was in a construction zone doing 60 and had to take an exit in 0.8 miles, I was not about to just like let it go. Like that gave me anxiety.
So if you are planning to take a test drive with Tesla, I guess one piece of advice I would give people would be to plan out your route, like where you're going to drive to, so that way you can maximize your time. So we were trying to get to a highway so we could at least like try out autopilot. But yeah, the place where we went to wasn't too far away, and we were on limited time, so we had to kind of rush in a sense. But overall, the driving experience was nice. The steering was nice. Acceleration was nice. The seats were really comfortable.
Yeah, the fabric. The guy Marcus told us that it's not leather. It's some kind of other material that they use, and that it's easily cleanable. Is that a word? It's easily cleaned.
It's easy to clean
and all that. But my thing is, I mean, we are getting to that point where Lawrence and I like talk about starting a family and all those things. So that's actually important to me because kids be spilling stuff and I need to be able to clean my seats off. But I also don't want to be burnt in the summertime when I go to sit down on my seats, you know?
So the one he showed us, he had like a white color scheme of a Model 3. So everything was white. The exterior was white. He had white seats and everything. And I think he was saying that he could fit like 2 car seats in his, and then two
front-facing car seats and 1 rear-facing car seat.
Yeah.
And I will say that I came into this like I hate the Model Y. I don't want a Model Y. I don't know why we wasting our time driving a Model Y because I'm never gonna get a Model Y. But
yeah, she really likes the Model X, the style and the aesthetics of that. So.
But now I will say that I don't hate it, and if Lawrence wanted to get that car, I would not.
You wouldn't fight me?
I would push back just like this much, where before I was going to push back like this much. But if he wants a Model Y rather than a Model X, I would just push back this much now. But only if he gets it in white, because that's the only color that I like the Model Y in. I don't like the Model Y unless it's white. Then I think it's sexy.
Yeah. So to sum it up, we had a really great time, even though it wasn't that much time to, actually fully review and, test all of the aspects of the car. It was still a nice experience to say that we at least got to drive a Tesla for the first time.
So tell them how they can potentially go on a Tesla.
Oh yeah. So if you are interested in test driving a Tesla, just go to their website. Even though we're going through this pandemic right now, you can still sign up for a touchless test drive where they'll essentially just unlock the Tesla for you and you can just go in and test drive it. So you just fill out a form. It's pretty simple. You fill out a form. The next day, someone will reach out to you and ask you to sign some waiver, just, showing that you do have like a driver's license and you can drive the car and stuff like that. But then after that, it's pretty straightforward. You just send them that, and then they'll schedule a time and date for you to come out and test drive it.
And they also clean the cars after each drive, so you don't have to worry about like touching people's germs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It is touchless, like Lauren said, so nobody even, touches you or does any of those things to you. Mm-hmm. And they do clean the cars for those of you who are worried. Yep. And we did see some Tesla employees, but they all were wearing masks and they had a huge thing of hand sanitizer and they weren't playing so. But anyway, I had a great time. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, me too.
I think we're going to go ahead and end it here, right?
Yep.
All right, so make sure you
like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe. And be sure to put on that push notification so that way you get notified each time we put out a new video.
And as always,
thanks for doing life with us.
Peace.